Hey guys, I am back today with my Chanel bag collection. These are all the bags that you have seen on this channel over the years, but did you know which one's my absolute favorite? I mean, I love all of them, but in different ways. So I thought I would rank them with you guys today from least to most loved. The least loved one, I have to say, is the DEAUVILLE tote. I was really drawn to how subtle the branding was, because you guys know with these totes, they all say Chanel, the Chanel logo and the Rue Cambon address here. And I personally don't like when brands spell out their name. I would rather go with like a little logo as the branding, but I do love this style. This is a tote bag, great for travel. It's also, I believe, like the origin of this bag is like used as a beach bag. I honestly don't know how many sizes there are, but it's definitely not the biggest. The price difference between the two sizes at the time, at least, which was like a couple of years ago, was like pretty much nothing, but I did prefer this size on my frame. And I think it's a really good bag. It has the leather strap, like the handle, also has these straps with the chain detail, and it also has a little pouch that is attached, but you can take it off. As you can see, I still have the sticker on here. It also has compartments in here in the little pouch at the back as well. So overall, and especially for the price of the bag, it's a really great bag. I do like the look of this with like the chain detail hanging low. It also has the zip closure. Zip closure? No. Button closure, like the magnetic closure. So it is safer than most of the tote bags that I have. But the problem is, I guess, this light color and the fabric. There are other variations, like sometimes they do this in like full leather, which I think is a really great one, but I'm sure it's gonna be like a lot heavier, but I think that might be really good for travel. But it's already in this fabric, as you can see. So to top it off with this really light color, I definitely have to kind of think about where I'm like taking this bag to, especially because of the bottom has no feet. And for travel purposes, I still like my Goyard tote, the GM size. It's huge, it's black. So I don't really reach for this bag a lot. The only time I would reach for is like maybe the pool. But then again, I still have other bags to carry. I still prefer the Goyard, the white bag, the PM one. That's kind of like my go-to pool bag. So I feel like this doesn't have like a unique standing, like a positioning in my collection. So yeah, it's a shame, but I'm going to try to use this bag a lot more. And to be honest, after this bag, it gets a little tricky for me to like rank any of them, because the rest of the bags, I have used each and every one of them like so much that they're pretty much like neck and neck. The next one has to go to this one. The wallet on chain, mine is in the black caviar leather with silver hardware. In terms of cost per wear, this bag, wow, it's really up there. As in, I really got a lot of wear out of this. And because of this perfect size, which does fit an iPhone Pro Max so comfortably, and then a lip gloss, your ID, and because you don't need to bring like an actual card holder or a wallet because of all these card slots, and then there's a little zip pocket in here for, I don't know, what do I have in here? Wow, I actually have stuff in here. I found €2. Amazing. Like, this is a very well made bag in my opinion. Nowadays, I really don't carry this anymore because it doesn't fit my camera. But because of this caviar leather, oh my God, like the durability of this leather and this bag is just insane. This was like my go-to going out bag, the things that this bag has seen. Considering all the places that this bag has been, I still don't see a single like thread coming out. Like, it is indestructible. And I think this bag looks great in both silver and gold hardware. I did prefer the silver hardware at the time because it felt more fresh, it felt more young, and I think it was perfect for that era of my life. And ever since I got the Vanity, which I will show you guys later, that bag has kind of replaced this bag for me. So there was a time when I thought of even selling this bag, and some of you told me not to. So I did think about it, and ultimately I decided not to sell it, and thank goodness I didn't. So thank you guys for that recommendation. The next bag, also a very tough decision. This is a vintage piece. I still have no idea like what year this is from, but I know that it is very old. It's a green, dark forest green velvet backpack with this like gunmetal detail. It has this leather flap. It fits just enough, but like actually the perfect amount of stuff. My camera, my entire card holder, sunglasses without the case, lip products, hand lotion, literally everything that you need. And I still don't use these front pockets. They just have the stuffing that came with it. I just like the puffy look of them. And the chain, the quality was very, very good. I mean, all of my bags have like sentimental value to like a certain extent, but this one especially, this bag was truly like a love at first sight. I have never seen this kind of design before. Still to this day, I have never seen this bag in like a different color or even different material like out in the wild. So it's a very unique piece in my opinion. And because of this texture, that velvet in this darker color, it is just like the most perfect bag for like fall and winter season. I mean, I am pretty good with my stuff, but it still looks perfect, like in really, really like good condition. And even though it is velvet, it's a very soft velvet. It doesn't attract that much like lint or anything, surprisingly. Oh, and this is the little, what would you call this? The zipper, I guess. Look how cool. Both sides too. It's just like the little things, you guys. Ooh, next, the reissue in this silver metallic, this crinkled like leather effect, gunmetal chain or hardware. There's something just so cool about the reissue chain. You guys know they're shaped differently. There's no leather strap like going through the chain. It's just this hardware. When you see a reissue bag, like you just know. Even though I like to keep my jewelry most of the time like yellow gold over like white gold, there's something about silver, the mirrored effect and the metallic silver that I'm just so drawn to over metallic gold. And I knew if I was gonna do a reissue, I could be a bit more bold with it. Like it could be a very big and shouty bag, but because of the reissue and having no like CC logo, I felt like this was a really good balance. I can still have fun with it. It's still like a statement, but it's not like screaming Chanel. I love wearing this bag on a very casual day, and especially in the winter time with like a knitwear, like a heavy knitwear. This just looks so good as a statement, but it's so effortless. When I see like an oversized bag, especially like carried around the shoulder, it kind of feels like 10-15 years ago, which I do love. I don't know, maybe if you were to ask me on like a different day, I would say this is like my top 2. But today, for now, I will say this is my top 3. Small classic flap in this really perfect Barbie hot pink color, champagne gold hardware. Even though, is it champagne gold? I don't know, it kind of feels just regular gold. I always get this wrong. 23p, I think, is what I would comment on my video. One of like the most me kind of bag, but then again, I feel like all my bags in my collection are very me. Now that I'm looking at the straps, they are quite dirty. I feel like this is when I started to really feel the quality decline, I guess. This is also in caviar leather, and I don't know if it's because of the color, season, I have no idea. When I touch this bag, it doesn't feel like the price tag of this bag. When it comes to pink colors, it's very tricky for me because most baby pinks look awful on me. They make me look sick. So I tend to avoid all of them, which kind of helps me out in a way because I feel like most people tend to go for the baby pink. So that kind of eliminates all the competition for me. Like that is something that I run away from. So I like to stay within like the mid to magenta pink, like those kinds of colors. I love them. That was my prom dress color. I think it's one of the colors that actually like complement my skin tone as well, but it's also very loud. So I do have to think about like where I carry this bag to. I still would have liked it if it wasn't a double flap. To be honest, like I don't get the double flap. Like it just makes the bag so much heavier. Like what do you even use this for? You know what I mean? Like, are we really putting anything like behind this flap? Like what is this for? The medium feels a little awkward on me, but the small, it's like petite enough but not too small. You guys might have guessed it, but the number, actually you guys might not have guessed it. You probably thought this bag was gonna be my number 1, but it's not, it's my number 2. This is the black Vanity bag. I've done like a whole video on this. Part of the cruise, I think 22, 3, something like that. It's when they did like the whole racetrack. So it does come with this toggle that looks like a soccer ball, but it's supposed to be like that racetrack thing. This bag is the most like absolutely perfectly practical bag. Has a mirror, as you can see. The the card slots, and then one of my favorite features, the Chanel logo on the bottom. Probably one of the most worn Chanel bag that I have, but it's not my favorite, like favorite, because I feel like it's a bag that other people love more than I do, if that makes sense. But in terms of the cost per wear, oh my god, it's probably in the negative. And when I did that video, I did see like a little dent on the skin because I didn't store it properly. But since then, it has puffed back up, which I was very surprised by. And within like the first couple months of getting this bag, the zipper actually broke for a second. I was so frustrated and like kind of scared for like a second, but then I was able to fix it. And ever since then, like it has never caused any issues. So I was like, okay. But yeah, so since then, I have learned my lesson to store the chain inside the bag like this. So when you close it, it's just these two. Makes sense, right? This is the only way, and especially because I have the toggle, which is very heavy. So this is the safest way to store this bag. And even when you're traveling, make sure the chain doesn't touch the bag. I was at first a little bit scared to get this bag in the lambskin because you guys might have seen, this might actually be my only lambskin bag. In my opinion, caviar leather doesn't look high quality to me. It can look a little dull, so depending on like what you're going to use this bag for, that is something that I would think about. But lambskin, it looks better, it feels better, it's so buttery soft, it just looks supple, so it looks high quality to me, or higher quality to me. And even if I were to get this bag again now, I still wouldn't mind. And the lambskin is actually holding up pretty nicely. The only thing that kind of makes me cringe about like lambskin is the flattened quilted or the quilting, and it still looks good from all sides. And the mirror, oh my gosh, it's very dirty, but this is super useful. It has saved me so many times when I was out and about. The card slots I also use. Oh yeah, it also has the lipstick holder on the side, which is really nice to just put a lipstick in there or like a little perfume. It's so nice. It is just the most perfect bag, the most practical one. Even till this day, a lot of people still watch my video on this one. A lot of people actually found my channel through that video, so I can really tell that a lot of people are interested in this bag, like this style, like the Vanity, and it's still a very popular bag for a reason, for a good reason. I just feel like it's not 100% me. Like I just don't feel like this bag matches my DNA completely, because I don't think my style and my preference is this classic, like a true classic. A black Chanel flat, neutrals, like that kind of classic style. Like I just feel like that's not me. I need a classic with some kind of twist. Like give me a fun color, a different material or skin, like something else. So even though this has been like the most practical, the most used, loved bag, the number one goes to this. You guys, I think this bag is now 10 years old. Pretty sure this was like 2015. This was actually my very first Chanel bag. Silver hardware, patent leather in this aquamarine, like beautiful teal color. I didn't realize, but I think there might be some discoloration or like the overall like fading of this color, because look at the inside. You can kind of see the difference, right? The inside is a bit more blue and the outside is a bit more green now. I have seen and heard like horror stories about patent leather, especially from Chanel, and this exact bag too, in like a different size. How the color of the bag has like completely changed to something else. Probably because of like sun exposure. But honestly, maybe I just took a really good care of it. This looks absolutely perfect to me still. And the shape of the bag, it's not even like distorted, you know, it looks pretty good. It doesn't have anything in here right now. It's completely empty and it's still able to maintain its shape like perfectly. Oh, there's a lot of glitter. From God knows where. Yeah, that's one thing about this bag. I just have to like flick one of the glitter. Oh my God, there's so much glitter. Every time I got this bag dirty with, I don't know, like lip gloss, drinks or whatever, I found the patent leather to be very easy to like wipe everything off. It felt a lot easier to clean this bag because of this like shiny surface. Everything would just come off immediately, but I don't know if that's always the case. Maybe I just got lucky with it, and for some reason it just went with everything. Like, we really had a good run, and it's still ongoing. This reminds me a lot of my youth, my early 20s. And this bag also taught me that as long as you buy something that you absolutely love, that really gives you like butterflies, even if it's in like the loudest color or like a very non-traditional type of fabric or whatever, as long as you have a collection of things that you absolutely love, they all work somehow. All right, you guys, that was my Chanel bag collection, ranked from least to most loved. And the entire time my dog has been sleeping, she is not interested in this whatsoever. But I hope at least you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next